Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'll be explaining you the expression for discharge through a step to notch. So in my last videos I have explained about discharge through rectangular notch. So the continuation of this would be a step to notch. Why? Because the discharge through a step to notch is a combination of various rectangular notches, right? So just to get the discharge over a step notch, you just add up the discharges coming from rectangular notches. Why? Because a step to notch is a combination of various sizes of rectangular notches, right? So in since it's a combination of various rectangular notches, try to calculate the discharge through the rectangular notches and just sum it up, just add up, you'll be getting the discharge through a step notch. So that's quite easy. So you can see in the diagram you have a step to notch. So for more clarity I'll be showing you the so you can see now this is your step to notch. So just try to observe the diagram and this paper cutting. So for easy understanding I have made this. So now you can see this line is this, and like this you have your step to notch. So this is your first rectangular portion, this is your second rectangular portion, and this is your third rectangular portion. So the water level may be up to here or full, whatever, right? So just this diagram and this resemble the same. This is how your step to notch look like. So we will keep our step to notch like this to one end of the what do you call, open channel, and here will be our water flowing. So water will be flowing to the open channel to the step to notch in this fashion, same. So now you can observe. So once you observe this notch separately, so you can see here, you can see this is one rectangle, and one rectangle. So all the three are rectangles, but they are of different dimensions, that's all. So what you have to do is add the first calculate the discharge of this rectangle, let it be some q1, then calculate the discharge of this rectangle, let it be some q2, then calculate the discharge of this rectangle, which is q3. Just add them three, q1 plus q2 plus q3 will give you the discharge through this complete step to notch, right? So now let's see the derivation for this, how to derive the expression, right? So here, so you can see the step to notch. So L1 is the length of the first rectangular portion, then L2 is the length of second rectangular portion, and L3 is the length of the third rectangular portion. H1 is the complete height of water which is above the first rectangular portion or first rectangular notch. Next, H2 is the height of water which is above the second rectangular notch. Similarly, H3 is the height of the water which is above the third rectangular notch. So that's what is written here. H1, height of water above the crest of first notch. L1 is the length of the first notch. So obviously H2, L2 and H3, L3 will be the corresponding values for second and third notch. So we'll assume the same coefficient of discharge through for all the three notches, means for all the three rectangular portions. Let it be the same CD, which is just CD, right? So what is total discharge? Q is given as Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3, as I told you. Since our step to notch is a combination of various rectangular notches, in my figure I have only three rectangular notches, that's why I'm adding Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. If you have another step, it will be plus Q4, like that, okay? So total Q is equal to, let's see what is Q1. In the earlier video, we have already derived the expression for discharge through a rectangular notch, which is given by the formula Q is equals to 2 by 3 into CD into L into root 2G into H power 3 by 2, where CD is the coefficient of discharge, H is the height of the water or head of the water over the crest of the notch, and G is acceleration due to gravity, L is the length of the notch. So now if I take Q1, let me calculate Q1 here. So this is the first rectangular portion, and for this Q1 will be 2 by 3 into CD into, in the place of L you have to substitute L1 into root 2G into H. Now you have to be very clear in substituting the value of H. So people, what they do is directly they put H1, but that's wrong. What is H actually according to rectangular notch? H is height of water passing through that notch, or it is the height of water which is flowing through that crest, right? So what when you are writing expression for discharge Q, you must write H1 power 3 by 2 minus H2 power 3 by 2. Why? Because h1 power 3 by 2 minus h2 power 3 by 2 will be what? Will be the effective height in the rectangular notch 1. So we shouldn't write directly h1 power 3 by 2. We must write h1 power 3 by 2 minus h2 power 3 by 2. So from this total height, if you remove this height, you will be left with only this height. This is what we want. Okay, we don't want from the crest level to top of the complete notch, complete step to notch, we don't want the height. We only want in that rectangular portion what is the height of water. So what will be the height of water in this rectangular portion? It will be this height minus this height. So but for rectangular notch directly we can't take h, right? We should take h power 3 by 2. So it will be h1 power 3 by 2 minus h2 power 3 by 2. Similarly, let's do for the second rectangular portion. It will be 2 by 3 into CD into L2 into, I want only this distance, only this much part of height of water I need. So I have to write h2 power 3 by 2 minus h3 power 3 by 2. That's what I've written here. And next, coming to the third rectangular portion, it is 2 by 3 into CD into L3 into, obviously here directly we can just take h3. Why? Because above this there is nothing, so it's directly h3 power 3 by 2. So this is the complete expression for total discharge flowing through a step to notch. You need not remember this bigger expression. Why? Because generally we calculate q1 separately, q2 separately, q3 separately, and then we add all the values. But you have to be careful with these values of h, how you are writing. Alright, so this is the expression for discharge through step to notch, which is easy. Now let's see a problem related to this. Okay, so see the question. Yeah. So figure shows a step to notch. Find the discharge through the notch if CD is same for all the sections, which is 0.62. So now in this figure you can observe the same 3 step to notch. It has 3 steps, 3 rectangular portions, and length L1 is given. L1 is 40 centimeters, L2 is 80 centimeters, L3 is 120 centimeters. But we have individual heights given. We don't have total h1, h2, h3. Right, sorry, we have total heights, total h1 we don't have, but we have only h3. We need to calculate h2, h1 first, then we will substitute in our derivation, right? So first I'm writing the given data. L1 is 40 centimeters, L2 is 80 centimeters, L3 is 120 centimeters. So let's calculate h1. What is h1? It's height of the crest of notch 1 to the free surface of water. So our crest 1 is here, free surface is here. So what is the total height h1? It is 15 plus 30 plus 50, which is 95 centimeters. Right, what is h2? h2 is height of crest of notch 2 to the free surface. So which is 30 plus 50. So it is 80 centimeters. h3 is already directly 50 centimeter. CD is given as 0.62. We already know total discharge Q formula is Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. But let's calculate Q1 first. I already told you just now in the derivation, Q1 formula is 2 by 3 into CD into L1 into root 2G into H1 power 3 by 2 minus H2 power 3 by 2. So it's 2 by 3 into 0.62 into L1 is 40 into under root of 2 into 981 I have written. So you people have to be careful here. Why didn't we write 9.81? Because G is equal to 9.81 is in meter per second square. But you can see all my dimensions are in centimeters. So generally what we do is we convert all the centimeters to meters. But now you can see in the problem all the dimensions are in centimeters only. So just what I'm doing is, instead of putting 9.81, I'm putting 981. I've converted into centimeter per second square. If you feel that we can't remember this 981, why? Because since from childhood we keep learning it is 9.81 meter per second square. If you think that by default we will write 9.81, then you have to start converting every centimeter into meter. So in the place of 40 centimeters you have to write 0.4, 0.8, 0.12, like that you have to keep converting. Otherwise, if you feel that we can remember to put 981 when it is in centimeters, you can do that. So into h1 is how much? 95. So 95 power 3 by 2 minus 80 power 3 by 2. I got this much. It is 1,54,067 centimeter cube per second, which is around 154 liter per second. Similarly, Q2, 2 by 3 into CD into L2 into root 2G into H2 power 3 by 2 minus H3 power 3 by 2. Substitute all the values. I got around 5,30,141 centimeter cube per second, which is just divide by 1000, you'll be getting 530.144 liter per second. Next Q3, 2 by 3 into CD into L3 into root 2G into H3 power 3 by 2. Substitute all the values, we got around 7,76,771. So which is by 1000, 776.771 liter per second. Alright, so we are done with the values of Q1, Q2, Q3. What next? Just calculate the total discharge. So total discharge Q is given by Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Just to add upon all the three values, we got 1460.98 liter per second. So this is how you need to calculate the discharge through stepped notches. Just calculate discharges of the rectangular portion and add them up. Alright, so I hope you all understood the video. Thanks for watching.